Let's make some banana bread donuts with browned butter caramel glaze. Start by preheating your oven to 350 on bake. I doubled my recipe, so I started with 2 eggs. Crack those directly into your mixing bowl with a whisk attachment. This is lightly packed brown sugar, 1 cup of that, half a cup of granulated sugar, olive oil is healthier, so this is half a cup of olive oil. You can also use coconut oil in liquid state. Half a cup of sour cream, and this doesn't have to be light, but it's what it asks for. 4 teaspoons of vanilla. Now it's time to whisk all of these ingredients together with your mixer, probably on a medium setting. I used 4 ripe bananas for this recipe. Just added them into the mixed ingredients and then mashed them all together. You can mix this up until creamy. I actually left it a little bit chunky so that way the donuts would have a little bit of that banana texture. You want to add a teaspoon of baking powder, 2½ cups of flour, I use all-purpose, a teaspoon of baking soda, and half a teaspoon of salt. This is optional to taste. At this point, you'll want to gently fold in the dry ingredients with the liquid mixture. Now it's time to put them into your prepared pans, and I'm using a donut silicone pan here. I used a spoon to do this, but you can also use a Ziploc bag and just squeeze it out into the rings. You can also make donut holes by doing little circles in a miniature muffin pan. Okay, at this point it's time to put them in the oven. And I actually baked mine for 15 minutes. It does say 13 to 14, but I found 15 was the perfect amount of time for these to come out looking like this. The silicone pans were very hot, of course, just coming out of the oven, but very easily popped out these donuts. So they turned out really great, and they're yummy just like this, nice and warm from the oven. But now it's time to make the glaze. This is a fast-moving recipe, so you're going to want to make sure all of your ingredients are ready. Start by sifting 4 cups of confectioner's sugar. And I didn't know where my sift was, so I used a splatter guard, which worked really well, and I used the knife to scrape them back and forth, and it really didn't take me that long to get all of this sifted. See, it looks great. Brown a stick of butter over medium heat until it's amber to brown in color. It should start to smell nutty and aromatic, and at that point you can turn the heat to medium-low and add the brown sugar. You'll stir this for about a minute and then remove it from the heat and allow it to cool for about a minute. Then add in 3 tablespoons of cream, vanilla, and salt. At this point, you can start mixing in the confectioner's sugar and whisk it to combine. And now it's time to drizzle your glaze over your donuts. It doesn't have to be as much as I used, but there you go. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and share with all your friends.